What if Indiana is a better team? Emphasize team. We'll get to that in just a moment. What if they're a better football team in 2025 than they are in 2024? Now, just because that they are a better team doesn't mean that they're going to go to the college football playoff for the second consecutive year, although they certainly could. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to go 11-1 for the second consecutive season. Like, when I look at this Indiana team, everybody's writing them off. Everybody's saying, well, yeah, 11-1, that was cute. You beat a lot of teams that you were better than. Like, Indiana was in a weird place last year. They boat raced a lot of teams that I think were maybe in the middle or towards the bottom of the Big Ten last season. And then, they didn't perform very well against Ohio State and Notre Dame, like those really high-level teams. Like, I thought Indiana really probably fit in a lot more with maybe the Illinois of the world last year, where they were maybe below that, even though they got into the college football playoff, they were maybe below that top tier in the Big Ten. There was once you got past Oregon, Ohio State, and Penn State last year, I think there was a pretty decent gap, but Indiana found a way to kind of fill that gap and get into the college football playoff last year. But I look at the roster for this IU team, and I'm like, this could be a better team. This could be a better football team. Let's start first with the quarterback position, why I kind of believe that this team could be better. Curtis Rourke was banged up at Ohio. He was banged up, that we learned last season. Fernando Mendoza, I think, could be one of the best quarterbacks in the Big Ten. If he is playing at that high of level, he gives, with this system, with Mike Shanahan, with Curt Cignetti, it gives Indiana a chance. We're saying what if? What if Indiana is a better team? What if Fernando Mendoza is playing at that level? It means Indiana is going to be able to play in every single game this season. It means that they are going to be in contention for the college football playoff. If this team is indeed playing at a higher level in 2025 than they did in 2024, I think that this team have a case to get into the college football playoff for the second consecutive year. The Indiana Hoosiers, think about that. IU, if this team is playing at a higher level, if they are indeed better, if they, even if they get to 9-3, and 9-3 is kind of where I'm settling in on this Indiana team, we're talking about 11-1 and 9-3 in back-to-back years. Let me do some quick math. 20-4 in the regular season over 2 years. Not in Ann Arbor, Michigan, not in East Lansing, Michigan, not in Los Angeles, California, not in Eugene, Oregon, not in any of these places. In maybe one of the basketball capitals of college basketball. The football team is getting it done. If Indiana is a better team, and if they kind of have a somewhat of a repeat performance, they're in maybe position to get to the playoff. This is an Indiana team that I think has some proof of concept. And if that is the case this season, Indiana, I think, is going to be able to build on that. They're going to be able to get a lot better in recruiting, and I think they're going to be able to sustain that, because I think there's a lot of people, like I said at the beginning, that view Indiana as maybe a little bit of a one-hit wonder. If they are able to get it done and have even a really good season this season, they've proven something. They've proven that I think they are going to be here to stay